This is not going to surprise anybody, but J.J. McCarthy remains a massive work in progress. With last week's loss to the Ravens, J.J. McCarthy has now surpassed 100 pass attempts, and so therefore is qualified to be ranked among his peers to examine his season performance. And the results are troubling, to say the least. Out of 37 qualifying quarterbacks, McCarthy ranks dead last in completion rate at 53.7%. But while a lot of other numbers I'm about to discuss might be surprising, this is actually exactly how they worked with Sam Darnold as follows. I mentioned this in my preview book, but Sam Darnold last year with Kevin O'Connell had the number 3 highest time to throw average, averaging 3 seconds per attempt. Nearly 50% of Darnold's dropbacks lasted 3+ seconds. That was well above the NFL average of 32%. J.J. McCarthy's time to throw is likewise high. It's number 2 highest in the NFL at 3.1 seconds, very similar to Darnold's 3.0 seconds. And 47% of McCarthy's dropbacks are lasting 3+ seconds, which ranks number 1 in the NFL, just like Darnold, who is close to 50%. However, despite holding the ball so long on these attempts, Sam Darnold averaged just 7.9 air yards per attempt. That ranked 16th in the NFL. J.J. McCarthy is averaging 10.0 air yards per attempt. That ranks number 1 in the NFL. As a result of an overall more manageable target depth, Darnold's accuracy ranked number 4 out of 46 quarterbacks, and his completion rate ranked number 8 out of 46 quarterbacks. McCarthy's accuracy, however, ranks number 36 out of 37 quarterbacks, and his completion rate, as mentioned earlier, ranks dead last, 37 out of 37. This staff must figure out a way to get McCarthy's completion rate to improve. It's impossible to run an effective offense when your quarterback completes so few passes. Before anything else happens, before defense or the run game, the Vikings need to figure out how to get McCarthy to complete passes at a much higher rate. While you might think the answer is just to reduce the number 1 highest overall target depth, that's not actually the final solution. Because on passes thrown less than 5 yards down the field, McCarthy ranks dead last in completion rate, 37 out of 37. Let's reduce the depth even further. On passes thrown less than 2 yards down the field, McCarthy still ranks dead last in completion rate. With the rest of the NFC North having records of 6-3 or better, the 4 and 5 Vikings are the odd man out as it stands right now, both in the division and in the playoff hunt overall, which has them 10th in the NFC. And the toughest part is, after playing an easier than average schedule through the present game, the Vikings will play the NFL's number 1 toughest schedule the rest of the season. Fortunately, they have a game versus the Bears and their 29th ranked pass defense on deck. But after that, they play back-to-back defenses that rank top 10 in both the Packers and the Seahawks, and both games are on the road. If Minnesota wants to pull off a comeback on the season and sneak its way into the playoffs, it has to start this week versus Chicago, and Kevin O'Connell must figure out a strategy to improve McCarthy's completion rate.